We were watching a little while earlier, and we were looking at one of the questioners, and Guruji was pushing her towards this inquiry, discovery. This question arose here: why is she just refusing to look? It came like this. Why is she just refusing to look? And then something came to me. It said that if you met now the one who was living through this body 10 years ago, the spiritual seeker with so much knowledge, what would you tell him? If I met the past Ananta from 10 years ago, what would I tell him? First, I would say all this knowledge which you think is helping you, throw it away. I was very attached to the knowledge, so I don't know whether I would have listened. But I would say this: all this knowledge, all the books you've read, they've done their part. Now just keep them aside. Then all your ideas, all the ideas about being a Shiva devotee or a Ram devotee, all of this also, keep it aside. All your practices, your japa, your kriya, your japa, your yoga, just keep it aside. All your concepts about everything, all your aspirations, goals, desires, all the ideas about what kind of seeker you are, all your ideas about who is worthy enough to be your teacher, your master. All the judgments that you are holding on to, just keep them aside. Everything about what enlightenment, liberation, freedom means also, keep it aside. And just look at what is here right now. Who is looking at what is here right now? And then I would hold my hand and say, whatever answer your mind is giving you is not the right one. Whatever fear is coming up for you, it truly doesn't matter. No label can live up to what you are. And then I might have said, the seeker would have said, but I don't feel anything. I'm not feeling anything special. It's not in the feeling. And if there was some insight, then truest insight. Then the seeker might come back and say, yes, I see. I am this awareness, this unmoved witnessing. What should I do so that I don't lose this seeing? And then the master would say, you could not, you could not lose it if you tried. What you are cannot be lost. That which appears and disappears is not you. That which is coming and going, you are aware of. Just leave right now. Can you leave? Are you holding on to something to be here? Even if the body is moving, you see that you are still here, unmoved, untouched. Change the position of the witness and show me. Move awareness by 1 inch to the left. What do we need to hold on to? We feel it is in trying to control our attention and keeping it somewhere. Not even that it is. Even the movement of attention is also seen. I am aware that attention is moving. Then the trouble must only be that your mind doesn't know what to do with this that you are discovering. That can say, so what? So now what? Or it can keep saying, I haven't found it. What are you saying? Who sees this mind? Where do you start and where do you end? Are you done playing with your mind? Are you really done playing with your mind? And if we are not done playing with the mind, then let's just say, I'm not done yet. Mhm. Although it might sound like it, like, as if I'm in a rush or something. Mhm. But if you're not done playing, I'm in no rush to pull you back home. It's only then when you say, I'm done playing, and you still keep playing with your mind, that is when I say, look at what you're doing. There's a story in Yoga Vashisht. The simple version of that is basically that there's a being who picks up a weapon, a hammer, say, a hammer, and he hits himself on the head and says, I'm in so much pain. Oh, I'm suffering so much, suffering so much. I keep the hammer down. I tried. Some. No, this one, this hammer, keep it down. It says, okay, I'm trying, trying. This is all that is happening. We keep picking up that which we are suffering from. Because there is still a temptation to play, still a temptation to give meaning to identity, still a temptation towards specialness, still this temptation to find something, to become something. There are some Ayurveda teachers in India, especially in the small villages. You go to them and they just take out the same syrup, whatever the ailment is, the same bottle they open and have. So we also have one special medicine like this. Whatever you say you're suffering from relies on your belief. Whatever, it relies on your belief. One medicine for everything. So then either we can become like the allopathic doctors and say, okay, what is the special variety of your suffering? Is it relationship? Okay, now for relationship, you know what you must do. You must become more accepting. You should love each other. Give each other space, and that. And then what is your special variety? Oh, money, money. Okay, don't be so quick to spend. Save it. Ask yourself, do you really need that which you're spending on? and someone else can say, body is mind. Say, get in shape, go to the gym, do some yoga. You can have many variations of all of these things. For each thing, you can have a special medicine. For guilt, you will have one medicine. For fear, you can have some other medicine. For all varieties of suffering. So just like this, if you want to be done with this play, right now, not interested in which variety of suffering and what is happening to you and what could happen in the future, then very simply, whatever the mind could be saying, no matter how true it sounds, how humble, how spiritual, how unique, how remarkable, it might be dressed in all of these fancy clothes. Just don't give it your belief. There is no identity without belief. There is no resistance without belief. It is the same as saying there is no ego without belief. And when the pretend identity is not there, then what remains? The clouds of this imagination are cleared up, and you see, I am still here. I remain. And this I is not suffering. Suffering means resistance. You know, one of the ways in which this specialness thing works is that you want your own unique brand of freedom. As Guruji says this, Ananta says, don't believe the next thought. What am I going to say? What is my special method, technique? Do I just want to be another Me Too follower? Sometimes it can happen like this also. I'm making it simplistic with this feeling that yes, I've come to now the final flow of this building. Now I just need to get to the terrace. Now at least I can leave my father's hand and be a little independent, so I can feel good that I did it. It's a load of rubbish. It is the same guy who is acting up and playing a trick on you. And this by no means that all of us must have the same expression and say the same thing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that we must observe this tendency to look for something else. Now we find this medicine that can do all of this. Whatever the special variety of ailment I might claim to have, cannot survive our disbelief in the next thought. Cannot survive. And yet we are looking for something, somewhere. And so many of these pointers you have come across already. Who am I? Bhagwan said, who am I? It's enough. Just with little openness to ask who am I is enough. Guruji says, can the perceiver be perceived? He calls it his Pirana question. It's made up all that is false. It is enough. Just to contemplate this. I say don't believe your next thought and you are free right now. In fact, don't believe your next thought and just see that you are free. And yet, what do? We present a thought. That's why I say let's then admit that we are playing. Because we have no excuse to be deluded. Just let's admit that we are playing.